broadcast at Eagle 7 News.
It's what everyone is talking about. The boys basketball team makes it to the NCAA playoffs. We get an inside look at the upcoming game.
And with spring break right around the corner, and given the weather we've been having, we talked to some very excited students about their plans to escape the cold. I'm Rachel Gasterland.
And I'm Morgan Tolly. Your campus news starts right now. March Madness has taken over the campus. After the win over Scholastica, the UNW men's basketball team finds themselves competing to move forward into the Sweet 16.
It's today's top story. We're going to bring in Eagle 7 sports reporter Mark Myers to hear more about the buzz going around campus. Mark, I know the past two games students have worn black and white. What do we want students to be wearing to this next game?
Well, Rachel, in this next game, the theme is a full-on purple out. So I want all the students right now to go in your wardrobe and find some purple attire. I know you have some, and I want you to wear it to tonight's game. And just in case you still don't know what we're talking about, in case you've been living under the rock, the UNW men's basketball team is going dancing once again. They'll face off with St. John's tonight at 7:30 in the first round of the NCAA Championship Tournament. The winner will play again on Saturday to make it to the Sweet 16, or at least try to get there. Eagle 7's Ryan Mitchell caught up with one Eagle who will be playing a very unique role for the squad.
My role this year is kind of just to bring some energy, bring some fun to the team. You can catch me sometimes with a spoon in my hands, just stirring it up on the bench.
Freshman guard Caleb Waldeck most likely won't have his name called in the big dance, but you can be sure he'll be living in the moment.
We're just trying to get the guys motivated and just have just let them know that what they're doing is hyping us up, because if they're getting the bench hyped, hopefully they're getting the fans excited as well.
They say when the calendar turns to March, you want to be playing your best basketball, and Northwestern is doing just that.
I think our confidence is super high. We're never going to doubt ourselves. Like our coaches always say, respect all, fear none. But yeah, I really think that we're in a really good spot heading in, and we're a pretty deadly team at this time of the year. So,
even though the lights will be as bright as they've been all year long, these Eagles won't be fazed by the big stage.
Being able to calm our nerves and just play our game, and just not going scared or anything like that just because they're ranked or we're not, but to just play our game that we've been playing all year, because we're on a crazy run right now. So just keep doing that and bring our own energy, because I'll know they're going to have theirs as well.
Students, Caleb has an important message. You won't want to miss out on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
It's going to be a great time. You won't regret it.
For Eagle 7 News, I'm Ryan Mitchell.
Well, after basketball, it was a very busy overall week for UNW athletics, with athletes winning honors and spring sports defying the weather to start on time. UNW men's lacrosse bursts out of the gate, defeating Johnson & Wales Denver inside the West St. Paul Dome by a score of 28-2 for their season opener. Keller Stevens tallied 9 goals on 13 shots and was named the Midwest Lacrosse Conference Offensive Player of the Week. Congratulations. Tennis players Nikki Paskowitz and Landon Ridpath were both named UMAC Players of the Week after going 4-0 over the weekend in their respective matches. Softball opened their season against a nationally ranked opponent and managed to split the 2 games. St. Ben's was ranked number 17 in the nation and had never lost to UNW in its program's history before that last week. The 2019 season for women's basketball sadly came to a close last weekend at the hands of frequent playoff enemy UW Superior. They lost a heartbreaker in overtime to end their season. Afterwards, Amy Berglund was named to the UMAC All-Conference list for her 4th consecutive year. She finishes 2nd all-time in program history in steals and blocks. Kelsey Lund and Rio Landers were also named to the honorable mention list. Congratulations, ladies, on a great season. Speaking of athletes, Rachel, I overheard athletes and other students have something new to look for in the stud. Am I right?
Yes, Mark. If you've been down in the Robertson Student Center fitness area recently, you'll see a few new additions to the area. These updates came as a result of the student activities fee and were recently implemented by Student Body Senator Matthew Bauman. Survey results revealed that students were most interested in having new free weights, as most of the previous free weights had either been lost or stolen. The weight room now includes new benches and free weights, as well as a new punching bag. Dylan, some of us are already dreaming of spring weather, but what kind of weather should we anticipate before we get to spring break?
Yeah, thanks, Rachel. What a huge weight off our shoulders to get through February. Before I show you the weather for March, let's take a look back at February. Give yourselves a pat on the back because what a huge, stressful month. In Minnesota, an average of 31.7 inches of snow. In Minneapolis, in the Twin City area, near 40 inches, 38.7 inches. And I was looking back into the history of how much snow we had in February in the past. Pre-man landing on the moon, we had 26.5 inches in 1962. So they had nothing near what we had, but we got through it. Now let's look at March. March 1st, here we have a high of 22 degrees. Saturday, high of 18, and Sunday, high of 3. But guys, low of -9 on Saturday and low of -12 on Sunday. So keep your mittens close, but your Bible closer because you're going to need the Holy Spirit to keep you warm throughout this weekend. Monday and Tuesday, we're going to see a high of 7 degrees and a high of 16 on Tuesday. Sorry I couldn't give you more good news, but Morgan, let's see if we have any better news than this.
Thanks, Dylan. Earlier this month, 4 talented students made Northwestern proud by sweeping the Minnesota Music Teachers Association Young Artists Piano Competition. The competition, which was held at Northwestern, brought in pianists from all over our region to perform their most impressive pieces in hopes of winning and having the opportunity to perform at the MMTA State Convention in June. Junior Sophie Stone placed second in the competition. However, to her, the competition meant something much more than just winning.
It's a half an hour of music, and so I just had my junior recital in February, so I just used all of that music. And I've been preparing for that for, a year and a half, 6 months, 9 months. All the pieces kind of have their different level of focus that I put into them. And then I think the next best part was realizing that there were rankings or the feedback that I got was great. And going into it, I didn't realize, I thought it was just me going in to get feedback, and it wasn't.
There are a lot of talented musicians here at Northwestern. Eagle 7's Kyle Livingood has a story for us on an up-and-coming artist.
This is the sound of Ryan Lee Jones, an upcoming singer-songwriter from the University of Northwestern. I sat down with him and asked him about his music career.
It's just something that I'm really passionate about. I've been doing it for a couple of years now, and just recently have been able to do a couple more shows.
Jones says that he has a different type of music.
My music is not technically worship music, but it's worshipful music.
Jones sees a shift in the culture of music and sees an opportunity to serve.
I think Christian music gets a bad rap, and yeah, I think the culture of college music is changing. Because for me personally, I listen to a lot of like secularish music, and just because of how well it's done and how the production is so good, and I want that for Christian music as well, because I think we have such an opportunity to bring excellence to music and do it in a way that is God-honoring and serves the listener.
For Eagle 7 News, this is Kyle Livingood.
My God is leading.
Ryan is a recent transfer to Northwestern and actually took a year off of school to focus on music. He's now back studying recording arts.
A couple weeks ago, we talked to the Mail Center on the plans for the new addition in the Robertson Student Center. We followed up with them this week and have some exciting news. Stationed inside the first set of doors at the Robertson Student Center, Amazon Locker allows students to skip the long journey to the Billy to get to their packages. Whenever a package comes in, you receive an email with a 6-digit code. Take that code and type it into the locker, and voila, one of the compartments opens with your package inside. This also allows packages to be picked up any time in the day.
I know I will be using the Amazon Locker to purchase my textbooks next quad. It's easily one of the biggest events of the semester, a packed-out festival every year. It's time to start thinking about your red carpet outfit.
This year's festival will be a ticketed event for the first time ever. Every year, the festival fills the 1,500 seats in Knight Hall. Tickets are on sale now for $5. Once you buy your ticket, your seat will be reserved as it will no longer be general admission. Tickets are going fast and you don't want to miss out on this exciting evening.
The festival is just over a month away. For students submitting films, those are due the Monday after spring break, March 18th. Good luck to you all.
You know, Morgan, spring break is always a busy and exciting time.
Students are always looking forward to this mid-semester break. And more than ever, this year, Eagle 7's Amber Hogan talked to students around campus to hear their plans.
I'm Amber Hogan. Statistics show that over 50% of college students go somewhere warm for spring break. In Texas and Florida alone, students spend over $1 billion on spring break. And with Minnesota being so cold right now, we thought we'd go around and ask our students where they're going for spring break this year. Okay, so what are your spring break plans?
They're really pretty chill. I don't have many plans. Probably just go up to Duluth for a day or two and get an Airbnb.
So my spring break plans are going to be, I'm going to be at home watching TV.
You're going to stay in the cold still?
Probably. But at least it'll be pretty.
Sleeping.
I'm staying here at school, and I'm working and not doing homework.
Studying maybe for my classes because I know my professors are going to give me homework. And that's going to be my spring break.
So you're still going to be doing homework over spring break?
Yeah. Sadly.
We're going to Port St. Lucie to play some baseball, and it'll be a lot of fun. Great team bonding experience, and catch a few dubs down there. So
I am going with a friend to Mexico for about 10 days, and so yeah, we're just gonna party it up.
Perfect. So you're getting out of the cold?
Yep, getting out of the cold into the warm. Hopefully when we come back, it's not gonna be too bad.
Well, it looks like our snow isn't going anywhere anytime soon. So for Eagle 7 News, I'm Amber Hogan.
Those spring break plans sound like a blast. Do you have any good spring break plans, Morgan?
I actually do. I'm headed to Nashville to see my niece and nephew.
Oh, so fun.
Yes. So how was Nick at Night last weekend?
You know, Nick at Night was awesome. Cora actually rented out all of Nickelodeon Universe, and a lot of us were able to go and ride rides, hang out together, and have a really good time. We want to hear from you, so if there's anything you think we need to cover, please reach out to us.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook to stay up to date throughout the week. I'm Morgan Tolly.
And I'm Rachel Gasterland. Have a wonderful spring break and stay fly, Eagles. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.